Those are always fun.
Though I've heard that something's changed for Dr. Inwood, so
Yeah.
that's all right.
Yeah, he has a few more useful items to keep him alive.
Awesome.
Yeah, my survivability just increased dramatically.
That 5th level character starting well. It's
Yeah, you didn't realize he was just like, wait, what? How do you have all this stuff? You can buy stuff, Zach.
I just forgot that we had starting money. Like, I totally forgot about it. I was just in the mindset of new character, no things. So,
You ready? Come on.
I'm trying to- Okay. I'm ready when you guys are ready.
All right. We are
alrighty.
ready to take on this
Mithril
mysterious
Island.
Yeah, Mithril Island. That's Mithril Island. It sounds like a real name. Like,
Possibly. So, not that we particularly need a recap because it's literally only been one session and it's only been a week, but I am a fan of the recap. So, last we left our, I was going to say heroes, but I'm not 100% sure that actually applies. Last we left our heroes. You had joined a quasi-military task force, uh, which is affectionately, we're going to say affectionately, nicknamed the Strange Reject Division. A Allied Forces paranormal task force during the height of World War One. You are
oh, so we are at the height.
respectively.
Middle?
It's closer to the middle.
Okay.
1950.
Timeline wise.
1916.
Cool.
1916, 1917, somewhere in there.
Sweet.
There is. You've met your team, a group of interesting individuals of varying degrees of uh, magical capacity, mystical talent, each chosen to be part of your group, mostly in the attempt to troubleshoot magical problems in the war. Your first task was to fly to an area in the English Strait near the north of the Isle of Great Britain, between I just forgot that name again, Scotland, and the Norway, the Nordic countries. There is a about 100 square mile area where if ships go through, they don't come out. It's a recent event, and arriving, you found a star-shaped island made of entirely out of mithril, has buildings made out of mithril, has furniture made out of mithril that is like, it looks like it's grown and like been cast into the floor. There's utensils on tables. There are the different implements of life made out of metal. You've made your way. You've decided to stealthily go down. They have these large laneways in between the roads that all lead to a singular metal spire, a spike into the center of this, for lack of a better word, island.
Mm-hmm.
A
It's right next to Emerald.
and true. Uh, there's aspects of it that are like piquing the back of your guys' brain that aren't. There's certain things that just don't feel inherently right. Besides the fact that this is obviously impossible, which is kind of your guys' deal now. And where we left off, Michellangelo had turned around to see a flickering, translucent blue person, almost like Star Wars hologram kind of look, walk through the door of a building, and you are hiding near another building on this laneway. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna take out my wand of mage armor and cast it on myself.
It's fine, it's fine. And remind me again, mage armor lasts for an hour per caster level, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it does 1 hour though, since it's like a lower spell.
Does your wand's description have a caster level listed? It should be CL and then a level.
Let me look.
Because I want to say it's probably 3rd or 5th level tend to be the default caster levels for bulk magic items.
It says caster level first.
Caster level first, then it lasts for an hour.
Yep. I bought a bunch of these at very low levels. I'm really okay with it.
That is totally fair. I am a fan of the Pathfinder magic, choosing the Pathfinder magic item creation costs by artificially lowering the tangent. I played a character where we started at a decently high level. It was a rogue, but I had the magic, the rogue talent that lets you use magic items that aren't like your class compatible. So normally, if you're not a spellcaster, using a wand or a scroll is super difficult. And then I just made a bunch of once per day magic items at the lowest level they can be made at.
That's
really fun.
That's awesome. Just like, wait, you're a rogue. Why are you able to do this? Oh no.
Alright, back on task. You've cast mage armor on yourself. Rule of thumb for wands in my world, even if the spell would have like a verbal component or any of the components that are like built into the actual function of the wand, so you don't have to say anything. All you have to do is hold onto the wand and use it, because you're a magic caster, because you have your level in Scald.
Yep. Which is a lame bard, but it's gonna be
you are
so
a
much
barbarian.
It's gonna be cool. I'm excited. Barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
The barbarian.
You have the capacity to link up with its like the innate magical channels in the wand, and so activating it doesn't require a spellcraft check. So literally, all you have to do is hold on the wand and use your action to activate it.
Awesome.
So there is like a faint glow that comes out in your skin, like for like a half second, gets that like sci-fi force field skin tight armor.
I'm gonna use it kind of like
look where like
spray, and like make sure I get every part of my body.
Yeah. So yeah, totally. The nature of this particular wand, you have to like apply the mage armor to yourself, and then you spend about 6 seconds just spraying like this thin, semi-translucent. We'll say purple, because that's just the color of your magic.
Purple?
Orange?
Orange? Or orange.
Orange. Sorry. I always get Michellangelo and Donatello mixed up.
I get Leo and Mikey mixed up, so it's like really complex. I'm like, right, orange. I've got an orange pen. Orange.
Yeah, so you have like this thin translucent orange, and there's like this faint like orange glow to your scales and clothes before it just fades to invisible, because mage armor is invisible without detect magic.
Excellent.
And you have mage armor on, and you are standing there. As of right now, you are the only one who has seen
Oh,
this entity walk through the door?
we did say that Dr. Inwood saw it too.
Did I?
Oh, that's right. You did get high enough on your perception.
But I'll point out, hey everybody, did you guys see that like misty shape thing walking?
Yes, I did. Give me just one moment. I'm going to reach into my bag, pull out some ingredients, and I'm going to create and consume the extract for Identify,
Oh, nice.
which, according to its description, it functions exactly like Detect Magic, except I also get plus 10 enhancement bonus on spellcraft checks to identify properties and command words. So it's like
Identify is way more useful in Pathfinder than 5th edition.
Yeah.
Detect Magic Plus.
You know stuff.
And it's a cone, 60-foot cone.
Okay. Perfect. So you drink this. What color would you say your alchemy kind of that color?
There you go.
Yeah, sure.
That was perfect timing.
Perfect. So faint blue. You watch as like this kind of like blue. It almost feels like you're looking at like a glowing like crystal when he drinks it from his stopper. And just downs this drink, and you watch as like portions of his veins start glowing blue, and like from his mouth, like these veins like pop up, travel up, and then like this pool of like faint blue light just kind of breaks out, and he watches like the veins in his eyes like glow. It doesn't change his irises at all, but it almost looks like he's just got like glowing bloodshot eyes.
Well, you feeling all right there, Doctor?
Oh, yes, quite. I'm just trying to determine...
Dr. Inwood, you open your eyes as like there's that second adjustment period, and you see that the streets are just filled with people. There are vendors with like the same like translucent blue, the same translucent blue with like carts and stalls all across the street. There's people walking, talking. Uh, they are just it's just a wide menagerie of like this filled people. There are people playing in like the stream where those fountains at the corners of the star. They they come up from the corner and they have like the stream of water that goes down towards the spire. There are people playing and washing clothes in the water there. There are kids running around. Uh,
Does anyone seem to be taking notice of us?
Doesn't look like anyone sees you. In fact, you watch as people are like walking through you guys. They seem to be interacting with the metal buildings as if they're there and they're cognizant of them. They're like all of the doors that were previously were empty. Like no, they were just open archways. All of them have curtains of some kinds. So that same see-through translucent.
Okay.
But no, for the time being, it doesn't look like anyone is aware of your presence. You also notice that in that same blue light, it's there's this glyph kind of structure that just like this constant uniform sprawling pattern across all of the walls of the buildings. It's almost like artwork. It's almost arcane. Uh, you're free to do a linguistics or an arcana check to get a better vibe for that. But it doesn't. That's what you see. And oh, almost forgot. The spire is at the top of it. There is this glowing, pulsing sphere of white light.
Oh, okay.
And so that means for as long as you are under the effects of detect magic, everything is in bright light for you.
Okay. Well,
Oh, wow.
it only lasts a minute and a half for me, but can I I guess, does it seem to me that these people are on a different plane, or are they like magically invisible and the detect magic, or the identify is able to pick up the magic, or I guess knowledge arcana, knowledge planes, knowledge what something?
I would say you could roll Arcana or you could roll Planes. It is your choice. Just let me know what you want to roll.
I'm gonna do arcana. That is a unnatural 20.
Natural 20. All right. Well, I would argue that Identify also would apply to this particular roll, so it's a 30. Uh, so I'm going to say initial instinct is this looks and identifies in your detect magic spell uh, more like invisibility than a plane shift spell. The fact that they are not able to interact with you guys physically, like they've walked through a couple members of your group in the time that you've seen this, indicates that there might be some dimensional or planar effects going on, something similar to maybe they're on the ethereal plane, like that's a possibility. There's definitely an element of invisibility happening here, though. Uh, Whether it's just a someone's managed to do like a higher end version of invisibility that also makes you intangible, or they are actually physically on the ethereal plane. That's functionally the same thing. So, short of dispelling and physically watching someone become in this state, uh, you wouldn't be able to know that for sure. But things you would know with this role, you are fairly certain that the writing, the glyphs on the wall, is an amplifier of some kind that is amplifying a magical effect. So it's like a city-sized, island-sized ritual amplification.
Gotcha.
Uh, you are positive that the focal point of this effect is the spire. And you are certain that dispel magic or an equivalent effect could affect single individuals. Uh, so you could you could dispel magic on a single person, and it would probably remove whatever effect is on them.
Huh.
I'm gonna start speaking Aquan to where I think Leo is in Dr. Inwood's pocket. Blah 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 blah.
Leo does not speak Aquan.
Nope, I didn't know. I don't know that though.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling Justin.
You speak Aquan to Leo, and he appears to be quiet.
Well, this is quite curious.
Yeah, your turtle doesn't talk.
Oh, he does talk, but he's rather quiet and shy. I don't suppose any of you have the ability to see magic or detect magic. If you can, well, perhaps you'd save me a description, but we're currently surrounded by people, invisible people. There appears to be
What?
some kind of magic runes or scribing along the walls of the buildings that act as an amplification of some kind for a magical effect. The spire itself has a large glowing orb atop it, possibly the source of whatever this enchantment is. But I can't be certain if these individuals are maybe partially in the ethereal plane or simply invisible, though functionally that's just about the same thing.
There's people around here?
Well, yes. They don't seem to take any notice of us, and they can't interact with us.
Watching her, she like sticks her hand like through two different people walking through.
Well,
Um,
I guess I believe you. Doctors are trustworthy.
Yes, we are.
What do we do then?
I am not sure, actually.
um,
It is possible that this enchantment is causing. This enchantment doesn't seem overtly malicious. I'm not sure how it would be causing ships to disappear. Perhaps we should investigate this spire and see if there is more to discover. But
Well, let's go.
this place is certainly not as empty as it first appears.
Yeah, that.
with your warning, Florida will have drawn her greatsword, pressed the flat of the blade to her eyes, and she's going to cast Detect Magic on herself. And for the next couple minutes, her eyes are going to be, the sclera and irises are going to be completely black, and she's going to bleed from her eyes while she has Detect Magic on.
She's intense.
She's so metal.
Yes. Yeah.
She's the most edgelord NPC.
Did I possibly make her with Jacob in mind? We'll never know.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Marcus really can't do anything. Shockingly, geokineticists do not have a lot of divinatory powers.
Surprise, surprise.
Who knew?
And so he'll say, all right, well, can they see us?
As far as I could tell, no.
All right, well, in that case.
It also seems to be civilians, not military. I've seen children playing in water and doing laundry.
Is it just people, or anybody that looks maybe like me, or like Marcus?
Did they all look humanoid or human?
They all look humanoid. The nature of detect magic, you're not getting like perfect, like a perfect like 3D version of them. So there's like some inherent flickering, which I mean there are humanoid like there are races of like star creatures who are made out of stardust that like physically uh, create and manifest a physical body. So like there is a possibility that these are like energy beings that just look humanoid.
Yeah, I kind of imagine it's more picking up like a silhouette, almost.
Yeah, for the most part, like you can pick out like individuals. Like it looks like they have hands with 5 fingers.
They appear humanoid.
There's like the implication of clothes. Gotcha. So for the most part, the proportions and sizing matches humans pretty well. And you're not seeing any like overtly like there's no people with full arms. There's nobody that's walking around like a centaur or anything.
Well, maybe we should head towards the spire. Should we still be quiet though, like stealth-like?
It would not hurt, I don't think.
Great. Cowbunga! Let's go.
Cowabunga.
It means go in Aquan.
Interesting. I'll make note of that.
What languages do you speak? What languages do you speak again, Dr. Inwood?
I do not speak Aquan.
Do you speak any of the primordial languages?
I think I don't believe I do.
Primordial.
Yeah, I have Sylvan is the closest I've got. No, I don't have Aquin or
No.
anything like that.
No, never mind.
Or Aquin.
Yeah, Cowabunga is Aquin for Let's Go.
Interesting.
It's canon now.
Yeah, it's canon.
Alright, so then in that case, Marcus Sr. is going to use his telekinetic invisibility to go invisible.
Oh, what?
Take on some burn. Yeah, he's actually only got one level in geokineticist, and
Marcus, that is so cool. How long can you be that way?
that's actually an excellent question.
One round.
I want to say it's a while.
If it's just normal invisibility, it'd be until he attacks somebody. Or casts a spell. Marcus has a character sheet, Zach.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a minute per level. So it's literally just like regular invincibility. But because it's telekinetic, it's only a plus 10 to his stealth instead of a plus 20.
Only.
That's pretty cool.
Only.
Only.
Yeah. Darn.
Alright.
So
We'll stealthily make it towards the spire. Get right up next to it.
alright, I'm gonna have you guys roll stealth checks then.
Alright.
Yes!
Roughly how long does it look like it'll take to get to the spire?
Moving half speed for stealth. Probably be like a 5-10 minute walk, moving stealthily.
Okay.
And that's if you don't stop and go into any other things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, very well.
22!
Should do my best to look incognito. I'm going to activate my chameleon suit.
Gotcha.
You're just full of surprises. What are you looking like?
I get a plus 10 to stealth.
You just disappear? You blend
And
in
I
with the
can
back?
hide in plain sight.
You watch as Dr. Inwood plays with something on the inside of his lab coat, and you watch as he goes semi-translucent and just disappears, chameleon-like almost.
Can I do a perception to see if I see him?
That's a 28 stealth check.
I know. There's no way. There's literally no way I can.
Yeah, he's currently invisible to your eye. You might be able to hear him, but
I'll just look at Florida. Well, it appears that everybody can turn invisible. Can you turn invisible?
no.
Great.
Well, shall we be off? I'd rather not be using this for much longer than I have
thought
to.
we're already walking. Doctor?
I'm over here.
Out of spite, I'm gonna spend a key point and turn invisible for 24 seconds.
Okay.
Look at that!
So-
Everybody can turn invisible.
So here's the thing. Dr. Inwood's invisibility is technically not magic. And it's technically not invisibility. It's technically
Sarcasm.
it's taking the light around him and bending it in such a way that it looks like he's translucent, which is actually basically the same effect that Marcus is using. Marcus is using telekinesis and ether from the ethereal plane to wrap light around him. Invisibility, like per the actual spell, per the ninja ability, is like fundamentally altering how light goes through you and how you interact with light. Uh, and in such a way that it actually, like, you physically are translucent. You are invisible because there is no visible spectrum interaction with you. And with that being said, you in full Technicolor see a street filled with people for 24 seconds, and you watch as a person who was about to walk through you bounces off of you.
No way.
And Fall trips more than falls, and looks up at you.
They can see me?
Looks like she can see and interact and see you. She drops her bag that she was carrying, and looks at you like super confused.
Sorry. I'll try to go grab her bag.
Do you speak French?
Nope.
Then she rattles something off to you in French that you cannot understand. And you help her with her bag.
And I can touch her bag?
You can touch her bag.
Is this different than Dr. Inwood's where like I can see them?
You can see it as if they are right there.
Oh my gosh, what does she look like?
So the particular person you tripped over has gray skin. Looks human other than the gray skin, like completely human. Her hair is white, but like the polar bear kind of white, where it just is it's actually transparent and is absorbing and reflecting light, and it looks white because of it. And so there's like this like dirtiness look to it. She's wearing like clothes from like almost a decade or two before. Like they're functional, they're good. Like even though you are not intimately familiar with like the fashion of France in any capacity, or you would assume France because she spoke French to you.
Yeah.
The clothes and the style indicate that they are older than what they are. And you help her with the bag, you hand it to her, and then your 24 seconds of invisibility are up, and she and the rest of the people disappear.
Oh my gosh!
Michellangelo, we do not have time to be messing around. We need to get to the spot.
Okay, well, hang on a second. I turned invisible and I actually became visible. It didn't work. A lady ran into me and dropped her bag, and I helped pick it up, and I could feel it, and she was right here, and she said something like blah 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 blah. I don't know what it was. It was some different language. I think French or Spanish.
So you mean to say that you turned invisible and the residents of this strange place became fully visible and corporeal to you?
Yes, it's almost as if this place hates me. I cannot be invisible to anything here.
Oh.
And everybody else has invisibility. It's what a day. What a day. I'll just go quietly as well, do we stop? I guess, are we stopping? What should we do? Doctor.
Well, I am not the leader of this group. I don't even know if we have a leader.
Maybe we should make one.
Technically, no.
It seems to me that this doesn't change anything. I feel answers will be found in the spire or near the spire. But that does reinforce my theory of them being under the effects of invisibility.
I could try to talk to them, though. They heard me.
Do you speak French?
I don't. Well, that was just one lady. Maybe they all speak different languages. I could just pop in there real quick and then yell out, "Hey, anybody speak English?" Or Aquin.
I'm gonna deactivate my chameleon suit. I don't feel a need for this.
Oh.
Ashamed to have wasted some of its charge. Roughly how long was I using it?
At least 24 seconds.
Probably 30 seconds.
Okay.
I'm gonna try this, okay? You guys just stand guard. I'm right here. You can hear me still. But yeah. Okay. Here I go. I'm gonna use another key point and jump back into invisible land.
Alright, 24 seconds. You jump back in. The woman who has picked up her bag and is looking around for you for that 6 seconds where you're gone jumps as you reappear and just starts screaming something in French.
Oh gosh. I'll just ignore her and look at anybody else who's nearby. Does anybody speak English?
Everyone's looking around. This looks like a military. Not military in like they are pretty pressed in uniform, but like the build looks military, and over top his like pants and like a regular shirt, he's got like a military like naval British coat that he's just like worn on top, and in a British accent, and he says, "I speak English."
What year is it, and do you know where you are?
1915, and
I said year.
I'm not sure I know where this place is called.
What year?
1915.
1915?
Which is about a year ago.
Oh, okay. So this dude's a year in the past, maybe. Okay. You don't know where you are? How did you get here?
I'm on shore leave.
What?
I'm on shore leave.
Oh, shore leave. What's... Running out of time here. What, who's in charge here?
Well, I'm sorry. You probably have to ask one of the locals. I'm just here to get. I was here to get something.
I'll...
I'm sorry. Who are you? And
Yeah, crap. Okay, well, you all heard half of that conversation. First of all, the French lady that I ran into, she was screaming, so we might want to move along here. We may have attracted some attention to ourselves. And then, second, I talked with a guy that spoke English, and he said it was 1915, which is 1 year ago. And he was here on shore leave, so he's not a local, so he didn't really know who was in charge. Oh, yeah, you know, like, I think it means, like, when...
No, I know what shore leave is. Did he... You said he spoke English. Was he British? American?
I don't know. I had 24 seconds to ask quick questions.
What did he
sounded British.
He sounded British, and he looked military.
Do we know of any specific ships that have gone missing in this region in 1915? British
It's
naval
been
ships?
this region has been like off and on, starting about 2 years ago and ramping up in frequency till about six, about 2 months ago when every ship that went. 2 months ago was when every ship who's gone through here started disappearing, but it did every once in a while for the past like 2 years. Ships have gone missing.
Well, I was asking the group.
Oh,
Do
Um,
we know? Do we?
But now we know that.
Did the briefing mention anything of a specific ships, potentially British warships, that have gone missing?
I don't recall, but I mean, he didn't seem worried. He didn't even seem like there was a problem. Like he was stuck in that day or moment or like it like no time had passed for him and he wasn't worried at all. So either he didn't have like a shipwreck in his mind or it was wiped from him or maybe this is like maybe we time travel. Maybe we're in the past. And this French lady, like, she wore clothes from, like, a different time zone, too. Time era.
How much
Maybe,
older?
oh, how many? How long was it?
Decade.
Decade? 10 years?
it's like it's not a clear number in your head.
It's old.
Fashion's also changed a little bit slower and less frequently. Uh,
You know, old. Like 10, 20 years ago. That's so old.
Right.
She was out of fashion.
Okay. Well, I have a budding theory that perhaps individuals on ships that have disappeared near this structure are perhaps trapped here, thinking that the time has not passed. Perhaps time is traveling differently for them. So then that leads me to be concerned for ourselves and how we may be trapped here.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. But I did say maybe we went back in time, so
I
I'm going to
think
take
that
partial
is
credit
not very likely.
for okay. Well, why don't we go to the spire and see if we can find someone in charge?
I think making haste would be in the best interests of...
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll run as fast as I can. Florida, want to race? And I'll just start running towards the spire.
well, you puts her head down to the side for a second, and like there's like drops of blood because her eyes are still bleeding. And she will chase after you.
Awesome.
Well,
She catches me in like one round.
let's not let them get too far ahead.
Mm-hmm. All right. Marcus is going to stay invisible because he still has that for a few minutes, and I'm not wasting burn.
Nice.
And I guess he'll go with you guys.
I assume, Marcus, that you are following. I'm not sure, but I assume you are.
Yes, I'm here.
Do you have any thoughts on this place?
It feels eerie. I don't know. I'm afraid I don't like that we've come onto this place and whatever's happened to the people who are here hasn't happened to us.
So I'm concerned that it's perhaps time dependent, which is why I think haste is, well, I think we should move with purpose.
Agreed. We'll just keep our eyes peeled. I don't like any of this.
Huh.
Well, I hate to be the one to tell you this, friend, but I think this is the wrong group to be a part of if you're looking for normal.
That's true indeed. Well, someone's got to do the job, and someone's got to protect people. And I guess you guys are going to head down. Running to the spire probably only takes about 2 minutes.
Great.
You're not going particularly stealthily.
Nope.
Yeah, Florida passes you pretty easily.
Well, wait up! Wait! Grab me! You
He'll
win!
grab you by the shell and pick you up.
Yeah! I'm just running in the air. This is the fastest I've ever got. I can go 20 feet.
Oh, okay.
It's my walking speed.
So you and Marcus have the same.
She's is 40, so or hers is 40, so she's double me. Which makes her cool. I'm running in midair. This is awesome. My first adventure.
Yeah, you make your way down. 2 minutes, not super hard. There's sort of an optical illusion with the spire because where it looks like it's getting bigger faster than it should, and that illusion comes from the fact that there's like ever so slightly as you go towards the center, you're heading downhill. So as like the spire gets bigger because you get closer, but it also gets like feels like it's getting taller because you're getting lower, like relative to your eyesight of the top. So it feels like just it's getting bigger faster than if you feel like it should be. And it's also weird because it's one of those slopes where looking back up it looks way steeper than it is going down it. And so you make your way to the spire, following this main thoroughfare till you get to the base, and you actually look, and the spire itself is more of a hexagon than an actual like conical spire. So it's more of an obelisk in the sense that it's like got multiple actual flat sides, and each side lines up with one of the thoroughfares in the star. And each side there is a open, like double wide door, or I guess archway, because there are no doors themselves.
Florida, hang up. Let's wait for Marcus and Dr. Inwood. Doctor.
Yes?
Where's Marcus?
He's right here.
I'm right here.
Oh, wait, isn't he invisible? Oh, I guess it wore off. Oh, good. Well, should we be stealthy now, or do we want to go with haste?
I think we should just keep our eyes open. But I don't know if stealth is quite called for.
Okay. We'll just walk at a normal pace then?
I think that would be wise.
Okay. I'll walk towards the archway first.
Alright, so you walk towards the archway. You get to where you're about 5 feet away, and you... I guess it's a difficult description. It doesn't quite sound like walking from inside the... noise coming, and there's like this, like kind of like innate uh, understanding as you hear it that it's the sound of something traveling uh, towards you, like getting closer through the doorway. But the sound itself doesn't quite match up with like I don't know what the word I want to say is. It doesn't quite match up with footsteps. It's
I'll freeze.
the noise keeps getting closer, despite the fact that you've stopped. Uh,
Okay.
there is like this almost shadow with the door, where it's like you're certain that there should be light going through, but it's kind of hard to perceive through it. And even with your dark vision, uh, there's not there's not enough sensory input for what you feel like there should be, and I'm assuming the rest of you guys are getting closer as well.
Yeah.
And that same phenomenon is something that you observe as well. Like the sound of something getting closer. It's a little bit dark, and it's like there's like this half second as you guys get you pause when Michellangelo freezes, where there's like a pause where you almost expect that walking or the traveling sound to stop, and it doesn't. And then there's like this large shadow that even into like the darkness, like it's like you can see the shadowed outline of a shape, and it's bigger and wider up at the top than it should be for a human or a humanoid. The proportions height-wise would indicate a medium-sized humanoid creature, but up top, like maybe they have wings, maybe they have like this comically large hood. And stepping forward, you see like this creature, and it's walking, and it appears to be making the kind of walking motion where its two legs are moving, but there is no actual like physical limbs below like kneecaps touching the ground. There's like just floating. It's wearing like this ragged toga, like blue color, and there's like these tentacled fronds coming out from the head. It almost looks like a anthropomorphized starfish.
Oh. Oh.
With like just this big mouth in the center of its being, and it just says, "Welcome." And then I'm going to, and its voice is got like a nice timbre. It's a little low, but it's like pleasant, and he sounds relatively happy to see you.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna step back behind Florida. Hi. Howdy.
Pleasure to see you. Are you here to shop?
Shop for what?
Well, shop for anything really. Visitors are important for the stimulation of the economy, you know.
You are a remarkable creature.
Of course that's what you say.
Where do you hail from?
I'm the host. I'm from the city.
Are you native to this plane?
I am. That is a difficult question. I am native to the material plane. That is the simplest solution. I am native to the material plane.
Interesting.
Does it have multiple eyeballs?
It has an eyeball on the base of every single one of its arms.
Ooh.
So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eyes.
Whoa.
And what purpose do you serve here?
Oh, I am the host. That's not the word that this world uses. I am the concierge. I facilitate the economy. I welcome guests. I provide tours and introductions, and I make sure that guests can find accommodations at any shops that they may desire.
What kind of stuff can you buy at these shops?
Things that the shopkeepers are selling. I don't keep myself apprised to the particulars on any given day.
What year is it?
I believe it is 1916 in the current solar calendar of your planet.
Yes. Do you know about the invisible people that are here?
Yes, they're shopping.
Yeah.
Shopping stimulates the economy.
Oh my gosh, it's like a lotus.
These shoppers, are they free to leave at any time?
Oh, yes, I'm here to help.
Has anyone ever left?
Oh, yes. You can't shop and continue shopping.
What?
Otherwise, you couldn't be able to sell.
What?
What can you tell us of the nature of this craft?
Oh, the city. Well, the original casting for the city happened 2,000 of your solar cycles ago. The base enchantment was forged roughly one lunar cycle after the original casting. Of course, over the time period that this place has existed, additional casting and enchantments have been placed to facilitate economic growth. As demand is increased, so must supply.
Is that why more ships crash here?
No ships crash here. There are many people who are on shore leave.
I wonder. Okay. Well, who's in charge here? Who do you work for?
Well, my supervisor it does not interact with guests, but my direct chain of command leads up to the governor.
Is that? And I point up like at the spire. Is that like? Does the governor live up there?
The governor has a house in the city. The governor works up there.
Oh. Do you ask how long this thing has been around?
Yeah, he said it was...
Would you like to get shopping?
What's Florida and Marcus' reaction to all this?
Flora looks like she's maybe like half a second away from trying to bisect this thing in half.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, is I feel like just a baseline look for her. And then Marcus has like stepped back and to the side, like he's like preparing like a straight shot, just in case.
Uh-huh.
Just so you guys aren't in like the direct line of fire.
What if we just don't want to shop?
Then how will we stimulate the economy?
Well, we wouldn't.
Well, then what's the purpose of coming here?
To investigate the disappearance of several ships. Many ships.
Which would stimulate the economy if they were returned home.
How would they stimulate the economy?
Well, not
The
this.
ships have been processed and repurposed and then sold.
Are you saying that there are no more ships?
Well, there is the city.
Marcus, you said this place was made of mithril. Concierge is where's this mithril come from? Is this something that was once and done, or is this something that like you guys keep building upon?
Well, the original casting of the city happened 2,000 of your solar cycles ago. We of course have expanded since then, and he points to one of the arms of the city. He says that branch of the city just recently was expanded to provide a greater shopping experience for our guests. Maybe 400 solar cycles ago.
Recently. So they have the ability to make mithril is what I was going for, making sure like well, here's the thing. You kind of built your place in the wrong spot. I mean,
we've gotten many guests since arriving to this location.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that their families and countries are looking for them.
Well, their families and countries are free to come here and shop.
He makes a good point.
Michellangelo, I do not think this conversation will go much of anywhere useful.
Oh, well, why not? We're learning so much about their economy. I took like one course on it. I think.
In New York?
Yeah, in New York.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Of America.
Right. Which university?
New York. No, it was not a university. I don't go to college yet.
Then which institution of learning?
I had private tutors. Anyway, what were you saying about this guy?
Is there a way that we could persuade you to move from this place and return the shoppers that you have so recently acquired back to their homes?
All guests are provided accommodations. I suppose, should we find a superior location for the arrival of guests, that moving in the city would become necessary.
It seemed so. Well,
would you give us a moment to talk amongst ourselves in private?
Of course. Would you like some refreshments while we wait?
Oh, what you got?
I don't think.
Maybe they got soda. Do you have soda?
We might have it. I will be back with soda. Would anyone else like something to drink?
No, thank you.
Considers for a legitimate second asking for something. You guys see it go across her face, and she says no. Marcus doesn't say anything.
typically prefer to, once the concierge or the host has left.
Yeah, and so he turns around and walks, I say with air quotes, back into through the door. And now that like you see him walk, and the sound you're hearing is more like something wet and slimy, like if someone's walking with wet feet on concrete or metal.
Well, I don't think there is much reasoning to be done. And I'm concerned that if we were to convince them of a different location, that, as that creature said, it is only interested in acquiring new guests. So the only way to get them to move peacefully is to provide a place where they could abduct people easier or in greater numbers. I'm not sure I see a way out of this that doesn't involve us forcefully closing this establishment on behalf of the British Empire.
Okay.
Though I am open to suggestions, of course.
That sounds like a great idea to me. I'm cool. Can I wait until after I get the soda though?
Are you quite certain that soda is safe to drink?
You got a point.
Soda actually happens to be quite a convenient way. The carbonation can mask many tastes.
I'll listen to you, Doctor.
You have your free will, of course, but it is, in my opinion, probably wise not to accept drinks from strange anthropomorphic starfish.
I'll put that on my list. Do not accept strange. What was it?
Beverages.
I'll just write it down later. It's fine.
All
All right. Okay. Well, are we just gonna kill it?
Well, what do we propose the best course of action is?
I've been itching to try my ninja skills, so if we could attack him as soon as he gets back, I would just love that.
Marcus, Florida?
Marcus goes, my concern is that we've only seen one of these creatures. We don't know how many there are. We don't know what else is on this island. We don't know
we should find out who the governor is, because we could get rid of. Maybe the governor would be more willing to leave, and if not, then we could attack.
My thought is perhaps we make it to the top of the spire. I did see a large glowing magic orb up there. I think that may be the source of the original enchantment. Perhaps if we were to be able to disable that,
then
people would be able to be free of this place.
Hopefully they're good swimmers.
Prisons come in many different disguises.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that. Okay.
I think these people are trapped here as surely as if they were in irons.
So let's ask for a tour when he comes back of the spire.
Perhaps, or we may have to resort to stealth.
Okay. But I can't turn invisible. That's okay. I'm still pretty sneaky. Okay. Do you want me to just go right now? I can just go up. We can just go. Bye. Boop.
Well, we do need to find a way to slip away from this creature without arousing suspicion too, though.
Can I peek my head through the archway and see if he's coming?
Yeah, so you peek your way through the archway, and like the darkness is static. So you know how like normally you look through a door and it's dark inside, and then you can see farther in the farther you stick your head in.
Yeah.
The darkness is like a physical location, and you peek your head in, and you actually physically look in, and you look around, and there is nothing. Like, it's just dark. Like, it's almost like the absence of things. Like, normally darkness is like it's the absence of light, but there's still stuff that reflects. There's like a complete absence, and there's almost uh, like you can feel like there's an absence of things in space. Like you can, even when it's dark, you can like feel that there's stuff around you. Like there's like this inherent like sense of location that just doesn't exist in the darkness.
I'll use a key point to turn invisible. My vanishing trick.
Turn invisible, and you see into a brightly lit, well-appointed, hardwood-floored reception area with a giant spiral staircase circling the inside of this hexagon-shaped spire. And you see the concierge is at a desk on the far side, and he looks like he is preparing a tray.
Are there stairs in the room we're in, or no?
The stairs are not near him, so the stairs are closer to the door that you are at, like the foot of the stairs. And he's on the opposite side of the room, probably about 20 feet,
but
which is the diameter of the inside.
So I guess are we inside or are we outside?
Currently, you guys, you talk to him outside, so she's peeking her head in.
The archway.
Do you see
in the archway
anything?
There's light if I turn, well, you know I'm invisible. There's light and there's a spiral staircase and there's a desk and like he's getting a tray but I couldn't see anything until I did this. So it's super dark in here if you try to come in without something to help you see.
I'd like to poke my head through, and it's like a black curtain that doesn't move, but if you were to push past it, or is
so if you physically like push your head past it,
just walk in there.
Yeah, you physically, if you like lean in, physically put your head in, you actually like it's like you break through hardened barrier of air almost, and then you can see in. But when you turn around, and there's like this line where you can't see backwards.
Interesting.
Curious. All right, I'm gonna move back outside.
All right, you move back outside. So you pull back, and I'm gonna have you make me a will save.
Oh no.
Cool.
How's your will?
Oh, typical alchemist. So that's a 2.
Oh no.
How far in do you think you leaned?
Just enough to be able to see.
So just your face.
Yeah.
Okay. So you come out, and you look around, and you cannot see your body. Michellangelo, his face is gone.
Well, this is a curious sensation.
As
it's like a plain uniform cut across his face, and you can see his skin and his internal structures, and you see the slice across his skeleton where his brain is. Are you trained in medicine at all?
Let me check. Or heal, or let's
Heal.
see. Yeah,
Healing, yeah, I guess.
I've got heal.
You have ranks in it?
I have 1 rank in heal.
Could you roll me that, please?
Yep. 14.
Cool. Roll me the particular ability relating to your physiology. Does it have a associated ability score?
So it's like cut off. It's not just like blurred. Like it's a cut area. Like not there.
It's like sliced. Nothing's falling out. It doesn't look like he's bleeding. You can watch as like the blood in his veins pumps and moves and then disappears as it moves down his veins.
That's nuts.
It looks like there is a cross section of his face that has turned invisible.
Well, I'm still using my vanishing trick, so I'd look back.
Oh, then you can only see his face.
What? Doctor, are you feeling okay?
This is a very curious sensation. Can I still feel my body?
Still feeling your body, and the street is completely like crowded with people shopping and wandering around, and you can't see Marcus or Florida. You can see.
Doctor, I think that you putting your head in here made you start, being half a person. Do you want to just come all the way through?
Yes, I think the only way now is forward.
Okay.
See if you can get Marcus and Florida to come in too.
Okay, well, I'll use my vanishing. I'm like in my last second of it. I'll come back through. As you go through?
Uh-huh.
Are you going through?
Yeah.
We'll just ships in the night. His head, my body. Do I have to make any save while I'm...
No, you didn't have to make any saves coming out from your vanishing trick.
Poof. Now what do you see?
Dr. Inwood is gone. Marcus is looking around like what's happening because he saw Dr. Inwood pull off and have no face.
Okay, Marcus in Florida, Dr. Inwood just walked through. When he went through with just his head, it like made him turn into one of those people, like he's disappeared now. We might need to go through. Would you be willing to... Dr. Inwood? Can you hear us? What does he do? Yeah, what do you do?
Not here.
I went inside the room.
Yep.
And I'm waiting for you guys.
Yeah, you are inside. It's hexagon-shaped the room. Metal wall. The floor itself is actually hardwood with a central hexagonal rug. And then one of the far walls has a desk. And then starting at the wall right next to you, there is a spiral staircase that goes up the inside of this spire, probably about 30 feet up, and then it goes to a landing above you.
And so far, the concierge is the only creature that looks like that I can see?
Yes, there are some people at like chairs and a table, like drinking and talking inside the lobby, but they look human, with the exception that they have white hair and gray skin.
And that's everyone?
That's everyone.
Curious. Has my skin color changed?
Looking down, no.
So you're you, but you can see stuff, and you can't. Can he look back and see us?
No, so looking back, there's a doorway, and you can see through the doorway out to the city. There's no like veil of darkness, but you see like this half second where Michellangelo walks out and then disappears, and then there's just a city of people shopping with carts. There's like a huge bazaar. People running around. There's kids playing in the stream. There's people washing clothes. Uh, In every extent, it looks like a market in this very large city.
Florida, Marcus, what do you guys think? Are you comfortable going through after him? I mean, with cat's out of the bag, I think at this point.
Marcus looks around and says, maybe you will do. Florida and I will take a look around and see if maybe there's any other phenomena happening. And you and Dr. Inwood do some scouting, and we'll meet you back. We'll meet you back here in 30 minutes, and if you don't come out, we'll come in.
Okay, that sounds good. I've still got some vanishing tricks, so in the event that I think I'll be able to contact you. So if you don't see me in 30 minutes, wait, like talk to me, and I'll try to turn visible, I guess. This is complex. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here goes nothing. I will walk through the archway.
Archway into a nice, almost hotel-esque lobby. And after this whole thing has come, the host, the concierge, is float walking back towards you with a mithril tray with a mithril glass on it.
Wow. Zach's going to the bathroom. He'll be right back.
No worries.
Oh. Do I look back and still see Marcus in Florida?
No.
Because I don't feel any different.
You don't look any different. Looking outside, it just looks like the city is filled with people like when you vanished.
And I didn't have to make a save or anything?
No, because you came in all the way.
Got it. Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to grab a charger from my phone real quick.
Okay. Zach, I followed you in. Awesome. But I came in all the way. Curious. Very curious. I was respecting your anatomy by making that happen really quick.
What?
I don't know, it seemed like it was a big deal for me to see what was inside you. So I figured it would have been, I was still at a vanishing trick. And I wouldn't have seen what was going on. Marcus did, but I don't know.
We'll see.
So, seemed like a big deal. So I'm hoping I'm being polite. I don't know nonsense. I'm very curious. Was Leo like swimming on your face?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Okay.
something like that.
Alright. We see the concierge.
Walking back towards you with your drink. It appears.
Oh, thank you. I will just hold it for a moment.
Alright, you hold it and it's cold. And there's like this rim of frost around it. Like maybe they kept the mithril cup in like a freezer of some kind.
Oh, man.
Or an ice box, I guess, would be the technology you are familiar with.
Oh my goodness.
And there is a dark, almost amber, carbonated beverage.
Just seeing if I have any resistances to, or can I sniff it and see if I can smell any poison?
Make a perception check.
Okay. $19.
19. It smells like a carbonated soda beverage. There's no, like, one particular kind that you, like, pinpoint. It doesn't quite smell like root beer. It doesn't quite smell like Coke or Pepsi.
When Dr. Inwood's not looking, I am going to take a sip.
Excellent. Have you, Jessica, by chance, ever drank, what is it called? It's like a natural cherry, this natural cherry soda. They sell it at Albertsons. It comes in like this brown bottle. I can't remember what it's called right now. But it almost tastes like carbonated cough syrup.
Oh. Maybe she likes that, though.
Unclear. It's very sweet. It's very syrupy. It technically meets all of the classical qualifications for a fountain drink soda, where there is sugar and carbonation and caffeine, and it's probably been cut down by water in some capacity. But it's more like you're drinking carbonated syrup than any other.
Gotcha. Since I said I was doing that stealthily, I just rolled a sleight of hand and I got a natural 1. So
Sick.
so
Dr. Inwood, you watch as Michellangelo looks around surreptitiously, waits till you kind of like turn to like inspect the room a little bit better, and then just chugs this drink and comes away, and her mouth and her chin and just a little bit down the front of her shell is just like this bright red, and it's just dripping.
Wasn't expecting to collect on that contract so soon.
What contract?
As promised, I will wait 1 day.
Oh, that contract! Crap! I'm not dead!
I'm just saying, in the event, I will hold true to my word.
You're such a good friend, Doctor.
Thank you.
Soda is my weakness.
So I have gathered.
It tastes like syrup, like medicine.
So I prefer different drinks.
Like what?
Ones I make myself.
Water? Oh yeah, yeah.
The concierge looks around and says, "Our friends have chosen not to join us."
Um, uh, mm, friends, they're waiting. We will. Doctor and I are interested in checking out the spire. They're undecided.
Sure that I can do some shopping, and he points his hand out to the street. There are some excellent stores that I'd be more than happy to give you a tour of. Because, as you know, shopping stimulates the economy.
So we've been told.
I've heard that before.
No, I think for now we would be much more interested in the spire, but do not feel constrained to stay with us. I'm sure you are very busy. You have other things to attend to.
That is the most admirable concern. I'd be happy to give you a tour of the spire. Is there a particular location you have interest in, or would you like me to give you? Oh, how do the locals say this? The highlight reel,
Ooh, a highlight.
which,
Uh,
fun fact, totally not a colloquialism from your time period at all.
Yeah.
oh, highlight reel. Hey, we want to go to the highlight, right? So maybe that means the top. We want to do the highlight reel.
Perhaps.
Can we just start at the top?
There's something very strangely anachronistic about this place.
That's a really big word, Doctor, but I'll take your word for
It
it.
means it seems out of place in time.
Well, yeah, there were people from different years. And this thing's 2,000 years old.
2,000 years old, and yet it apparently has the ability to move around freely. Is made entirely out of ostensibly an exceptionally rare material. It's either very advanced from the future or very advanced from the past.
Well, maybe the highlight reel will tell us.
Perhaps.
I like that, the highlight.
So the host will turn around and, like, as honestly not appealing looking he is from the front. The back is basically just staring at a giant starfish. So there's that at least.
Ugh.
We still have to interact with the fact that there are multiple eyes who are moving around, and they're not connected like to the movements of the other eyes, which in itself is just fucking gross.
Is he?
Like I said that, and it made myself uncomfortable, kind of gross.
How tall is this spire? Do we have it like, or is the depth way off? Like we just don't know.
It looks like it's probably in like the 200-foot, 250-foot kind of.
Cool.
So it's tall, but it's not like massive, you know?
Yeah. Don't want to jump off.
Like 250 feet definitely sounds a lot higher than it is in like the concept of like our understanding of a modern skyscraper.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if he'll take us to the top. Highlight.
I suppose.
Her intelligence is 7. She's not the brightest.
Not the sharpest crayon in the crayon box.
That's right.
as you walk up the stairs, the stairs are mithril as well. Banisters wood, which the wood inside of this room is the only non-metal that you've interacted with in the city so far. Like, you've seen like out in the area where people are shopping, there are wooden carts and like other non-metal materials that exist now that you're on or in this version of the city. But you walk up and it's weird because you keep walking up, but it almost feels like you keep stepping on the same stairs and the stairs are moving with you.
This place is weird, Doctor. I mean, I'm a little slow sometimes, but
No,
I feel really slow right now.
Well, this is a very interesting place. The physics don't seem to... Perception doesn't seem to work very well here.
I'll use prestidigitation to make an imprint of my footprints.
Keep marking the stairs that you step on.
Yes, I'd like to do that.
And as you do that, you alter the fundamental of your perception, and then it just feels like you're walking up a set of stairs.
It feels normal?
It feels normal. Now that you start marking the stairs and you can physically see that each step is different,
Great.
like your perception steps.
Sweet. Oh, this is much better. That is the cool. That's so cool. I'm just proud of myself. Walking upstairs.
And you notice as you go up the stairs that like before he was like moving his legs like he was actually like ambulating through a walking motion. But as he actually goes up the stairs, he just lets his legs like hang there as he like floats up the stairs. Which is honestly both a very cool and very unsettling aesthetic.
Yes.
You walk up to that first landing, and instead of an open area, almost I feel there's like this expectation that you go back onto another landing, another floor, and then it's another open area, but it's just the spiral staircase, and then there's a door with a curtain, and he walks past it, and you keep going up, and you're on a second landing. Same deal where each time you go up, like there's like this half second of like it should be open. Like I feel like walking up the way that the walls are constructed, the way that the staircase moves, like we should go up into an open landing, an open floor plan, but instead it's just a wall, and you follow the wall up some more. So it's almost like you're walking up a tunnel. And the entire time you're walking, the host is doing like this almost constant description of this stair was recast this many solar cycles ago. This particular glyph was reconfigured for a more optimal energy flow. There's a period of time where he talks about how the economic progress required a additional stair tread length to be increased, so the entire stair had to be readjusted for an additional inch to increase the economic potential of the staircase. Like, just super, way too much detail, and not a single useful thing is said the entire time.
I'm just absorbing all of it and just commenting. That is so interesting.
I'm going to do the typical, just whenever it seems like there's a pause and someone needs to respond, I say, yes, quite. But I'm focused mostly on where we're going and our surroundings, and definitely studying the anatomy of this concierge? Like,
Okay. Roll me a heal check or a nature check for anatomy.
I can actually. What is it?
Oh, you have because you're a vivisectionist.
Yes, I have the ability to use my knowledge nature for heal checks.
Perfect. And yes, knowledge nature is in fact your.
Where is it? There it is. Knowledge nature skill bonus in place of heal check. So, which is significantly better. Okay, well that's a 10 because I rolled poorly, but still.
Okay, 10. Without dissection, there's a large stuff that is mostly inferences and implications. The way he moves and the way he floats, there's like obviously some either innate magical capacity for him or maybe psionic capacity of levitation. There's a negation of gravity. The way he moves, there's a buoyancy factor for sure. And you almost wonder if it may be a replication of a aquatic environment. But like without testing, you wouldn't be able to really be sure if it matches any fluid interaction. Uh, there's definitely like a capacity for flight and that mobilization. Like those are just obvious things that are happening. Whether or not those are a physiological function or a mystical or occult function is unclear. Uh, and you're fairly certain that there is no bone structure. Uh, if there is, it's happening in like the legs, where they appear more humanoid. Uh, maybe in the fingers of those two arms that split off into a hand. Uh, but you're thinking maybe something closer to a hydrostat skeletal system, like in a starfish or in an octopus,
Okay.
is more likely. What that means from a mechanical standpoint or from a alchemy or a biology standpoint, you're not really super sure.
Okay. Fair enough. Yes, quite.
Ha!
Interesting.
That's amazing.
You don't say.
Each floor is about 30 foot up to the next floor, which means base floor 250. It takes you up about 8 floors to get to the top of the spire. And again, it's that same deal. Each time you go up, there's an anticipation of this should be an open floor plan. Like you're not sure why each time you're surprised that it's exactly the same as the level before. But you are like, there's like this innate sense that you feel like you should be interacting with the reality of the room differently. And he takes you up to this 8th floor, which instead of like just having a smaller widening of the landing and then curtained off archway door, there's actually a full half landing, like half semicircle landing at the top, and there's a receptionist desk. It's empty, and a wall with another curtain door. And he says, this is the top of the spire. This is where the governor's office is. Let me make you an appointment. He floats over behind the desk, and you watch as he sits down. The color of his toga changes to a different color blue. And he pulls out a pen, and he starts going through a book. He looks up and says, the governor has a free appointment in 2 days, if you would like to meet him then.
Do you have any sooner?
Unfortunately, the governor is a very busy man. He oversees much of the economy. The soonest opening would be his first meeting slot in 2 days.
Well, what if this was like an emergency? We're in a hurry and we're not going to be here maybe in 2 days, so
Well,
could he make an exception? Please?
make a persuasion check.
Diplomacy?
Diplomacy, yes.
26.
Oh, dang.
And I will use my little, let's see, timely inspiration to make it a 27.
He blinks at you for a second as you blow past his DC. And oh, hold on.
As you walk through past this DC. Yeah.
She's very charismatic.
Oh,
Not incredibly smart, but
didn't realize we were getting a package today.
Oh, cool. Yeah, they deliver on Sundays. It's like, surprise.
So it's interesting. He blinks at you and says, give me a moment. And he stands up. And as he gets out of the chair, his toga changes back to its original darker blue color. And he goes through the curtain and just leaves you there. So right now you are in a, I guess, reception area
Yeah.
at the top floor. Is there anything you'd like to do while he talks to the governor?
Yep.
there's a desk there.
Mm-hmm.
There is a desk there.
I'm gonna go looking through the desk.
I'm gonna
Cool.
look at the book that the assignment, whatever, meetings.
Okay. So do a perception. I'll let you use intelligent on it if you would like. To search through the desk, and then same for looking through the appointment book.
Cool.
Perception is a 27.
27. Going through the desk, there is there's 2 drawers that you find. The top drawer is just paperwork in a language you can't read. It's the same glyphs that are painted all around the walls, but it's not like glowing in any capacity. It looks like it's also a language that this is written in. The second drawer, you actually find it's weird.
A what?
Because you look into the drawer, and it's a little, it's shocking, because having it be here in this location is more surprising than it probably should be, even though you feel like they should be similar technology levels. There's this little golden fish with like blue, like powdery blue gem eyes, and a row of like crystal buttons on the back of the fish, which is it's Time War technology in a like gold and golden style that is familiar to you.
Okay. Do I?
The exact nature of this thing, I would let you roll a knowledge engineering check. But off the top of your head, without like really thinking about it, you're not really sure.
That would be a nat 20 for a total of 24 on engineering.
Oh.
But you have interacted with a number of things. This is it's it's a technological equivalent of a spell scroll, basically.
Gotcha.
And this particular one lets you cast Aboleth's Lung.
Okay. I will go ahead and pocket that.
I do. I got a 15, Justin, for
15. There was fully no meetings in 2 days. It looked like he had added a new meeting time to the schedule purely to get you in earlier.
oh, nice.
But it looks like it's the organization. It looks like names, date, time on it. The actual like symbology in this language is not one you are familiar with, unless you have deep speech.
Nope, I don't.
Cool.
You find anything interesting, Doctor? I found a bunch of schedule notes, and we've been made a new slot. Looks like we're probably going to get in to see the governor.
Yes, I did find something interesting, but we can speak of it later.
Okay. Is there any?
You guys wait. What was that?
Oh, is there any soda in the desk?
No.
She's thirsty. She had a drink. She wants more.
Yeah, well, drinking like straight corn syrup is, I could imagine, would make someone thirsty.
Yeah,
Oh, probably.
we'll just. Is that the only door?
The only door and the desk is the only furniture besides the chair that is connected to the floor and the desk.
Okay. And is it mithril? Like, is this still
Yes.
all mithril? Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, the only things that aren't mithril are the leather of the cover of the notebook, the paper of the page, and the fabric from the curtain in the doorway.
I'm gonna use vanishing trick again. See if my surroundings change.
Excellent. You do your vanishing trick, and you are once again brought into that black area of non-space. 24 seconds?
Yep.
That's the length of your vanishing trick?
Yep.
Okay. 24 seconds. Yeah, you'd make it in that time. Could you roll me a reflex save?
Okay. Okay. Um, 15.
15. Alright, I will say that is enough. So you go into this darkened place of non-existence. The floor disappears, the walls disappear, and you feel the rush of air as you begin to fall.
Oh no! I did not think this through.
Oh,
Well, that's interesting.
I should have thought this through. I didn't even tell you what I was doing.
Nope.
I just. Say what, Justin?
I'm just double checking numbers here.
How far I fall per second. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take.
Oh no, you fall 500 feet in 6 seconds. You'll make it to the ground floor in the 24 seconds.
Is there a ground?
Technically, yeah, there was a ground.
Okay. Just.
Killed by.
Oh my gosh.
Vanishing treasure.
No.
You really vanished. It worked.
Oh no. I'm gonna be so sad if I have to roll for a new character.
That's a lot of fall damage.
Do I take any damage? Is that what you're calculating?
Yes, I am just checking.
200.
You made the athletics. You made the acrobatics. Actually, sorry, you made a reflex save.
Yep.
So you made a reflex save, which means that we are going to treat this as you have successfully adapted to the situation, and this is going to be an intentional leap instead of a fall, which means that you're going to make an acrobatics check, which means you can, instead of negating just the first 10 feet of fall damage to non-lethal, you can change the first 20 feet to non-lethal damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Which is still a shit ton of damage.
As I'm falling, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself an inspired rage. It's gonna give me 5 extra hit points. I'm just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just singing with my boombox starts playing my theme song.
What is this?
Who must knows? Can you make me an acrobatics check, please?
Okay.
What is this character that you have created?
Okay, I have acrobatics when jumping. Am I jumping? No, this is better.
This is technically considered a leap, yes. Your reflex save means that you are considered you have done this intentionally.
Well, then it's gonna be less. Okay. 19.
19 is higher than the DC, which means you are going to take the first 2d6 as non-lethal damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's possible I can make this. I can totally make this.
You're going to take 7 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Which leaves...
This is not gonna be good.
Well, I was gonna wait till we met the governor, so it's probably a good thing I did this before we just met him. Oh crap.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
I said 250 feet, right?
Yep.
At the top of the spire. Are we at the tippy top of the spire?
No. So we'll cut it down. So We'll say it's closer to 200.
I don't think it's gonna make
Do I
much
have
of a difference.
anything?
It's gonna be 20
Do I have-
d6, I
Hold
think.
on. Oh my
Or
god.
Which changes it down to 18d6
d6.
of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my gosh.
Who knows? I can roll really low.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it doesn't say I can undo it. It just happens. I'm just invisible. Oh no. Gosh.
You don't have a key point or key trick for feather fall, do you?
No. I didn't think I was gonna need that. I don't think there is one. Well, there might be one, but goodness.
Well,
You killed me, didn't you, Justin?
let's see. How many hit points do you have total?
58.
That's actually
Okay.
pretty good.
really
this
good.
might be
That's pretty good.
It's
This
really
might
good.
actually be
This is theoretically survivable.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And unless I do 58, so unless I do 116 points of damage, I won't kill you outright.
Okay.
Okay.
Fall, crash into the ground, shatter onto it. You are unconscious and dying.
Yeah, because
Technically still invisible for another 18 seconds, which is 3 rounds. So I'm going to have you, without help, without anyone knowing where you are or where, or how to interact with you, I'm going to have you roll 3 fortitude checks for dying.
Oh my gosh. What? A constitution checks? You said?
It's fortitude, yes.
Fortitude?
Are you
For.
okay?
Okay. Yeah, it says constitution. Alright. 17.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that works. I'm pulling up death real quick because it's been a hot minute since I've done this in Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's different than D&D. Oh my gosh.
I think it's Constitution versus 10 plus the negative hit points. If I remember right. That's the save DC. It's 10 plus however far negative you are.
It'll be whatever Justin decides. So it's 68 plus 7, right? So it'd be 75. Negative 7. I took 75 points of damage, right?
You took, no, you took 68 points of damage. The, non-lethal damage is non-lethal.
Okay, so it doesn't, I'm
It
not,
doesn't add to that.
okay, so 50, so I'm only 10 negative.
You're only 10 negative. What's your constitution score?
21.
Okay, so you're still alive outright.
Zach's got the book if you want the actual thing.
Okay.
So you've stabilized. You've got higher than a 10 constitution check, which means that you are stable. So you're unconscious, but you are not dying.
Okay.
Well, yeah, so it's character must make a DC 10 Constitution check to become stable. The character takes a penalty on this roll equal to their negative hit point total.
Okay, so negative 10. What was your total?
It was
On a Constitution check, not Fortitude.
It was 17.
Constitution
Oh,
check.
for
Constitution
It's
check,
just-
not Fortitude. They're not the same thing.
Fortitude check was a 17. Constitution, if my modifier, that would have just been. But it says fortitude. Look.
No, yeah, it
Okay.
says fortitude's based on Constitution, but there's a difference between a fortitude save
14
and a
if you
Constitution
want
check.
that. If you want the Constitution.
Okay, so you technically rolled 4, so you lose 1 hit point and you are still dying. So it's negative 11 hit points. You get a minus 11 to this Constitution check, which means that 4 is 7 minus 7. So you have to roll a 13 or higher, or you're going to lose another hit point.
I rolled a 4.
So you have to roll a 14 or higher on this one, but you will appear back into the lobby at the end of this regardless.
Okay, here we go. 4.
Another 4.
Oh, these dice suck. No.
So we're gonna pause on you rolling real quick.
I fell. How was I? Oh, dang it! I should have really thought this through. Oh. I even thought, I wonder if those stairs would work if I was vanished, and then didn't think about it again until literally the moment where I was like, I should try this. See what I see.
Technically, the stairs are there. Just the floors aren't, because the floors are made of wood.
This is awesome.
Dr. Inwood, Michellangelo vanishes and then doesn't come back after her 24 seconds.
Where has that Kappa gotten off to? I hope she has not gone off to find soda. I don't think there's.
No.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing I wouldn't know. Okay.
So I will have you roll another dex save, which is you need to roll 15 or higher, or lose another hit point.
I got an 11.
Oof. Yeah. People there. I'm going to say that there were people in the lobby, and you falling, or you just appearing splattered on the ground is distressing to them. And I'm going to roll a general, just good Samaritan check.
Oh, God.
If the number is higher than 10, at least one of them will attempt to help you.
Okay.
If it is 20, you don't even have to roll. They will successfully stabilize you.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll have to roll medicine check. If it is below 10, you appearing bloody, beaten, and dying will terrify them so much they will run away.
Okay. It's gonna be low. Oh!
Just barely.
So one of them will attempt to help you. Stabilizing is a DC 15 heal check. I will say that 11 was their score, which I'm going to say they just roll a 20 for this. If they get a 15 or higher, you will stabilize.
Okay.
Oh, dang it.
No.
This is so funny. You want me to roll again?
There was no punch for failed. Okay, cool.
Death by
Vanishing trick.
Vanishing
Alright.
trick.
I win the trick.
Do you want me to roll again, Justin?
Yes.
That's That's a natural 1.
Oh.
I don't think in...
No.
There is no penalty for natural ones. There is... you do get 1 hit point if you get a natural 20. You do just lose 1 hit point, which means next round you have to roll a 16 or higher.
I think it's 17 or
And
higher. Because this was my 16.
is it 17?
We're at 17.
Then you are negative 17, so you have to...
I have to roll a 17 or higher now. Yeah. You want me to roll again?
I will say
Or are they
your
try to stabilize me again?
your good Samaritan will also attempt to roll a 15 to save you.
Okay.
Because their DC doesn't change.
Oh, good. Oh,
And
yeah.
you are stabilized, unconscious, at negative
17 hit points.
negative 17 hit points,
I
alone in a
survived.
strange place. But you are not dead.
Whoa. I'm unconscious, though, right?
You are unconscious, and you will regain consciousness in
8 hours.
1 hour.
Oh, good. Okay, 1 hour.
Unless someone heals you and wakes you up.
Great. Glad I have my inspired rage.
Wow.
Just rocking out to some music. It's time word time.
I would like to point out the ridiculousness of Pathfinder. That this fall would have killed and did kill many like level 18, 17 characters. But a level 5 ninja slash scald can just barely survive it.
Yes. Yep, I love Pathfinder. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I can't believe that happened.
Can't believe it.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, man. Does the concierge come back at any time?
You just...
Yeah, you wait, and concierge comes back, and
uneventful day.
blinks in like this arc of blinks where each eye closes at a slightly different time, so it's like the wave across his face.
That's
Where in like confusion because you're alone. Where did your young friend go? Has the guest decided to go shopping?
Not quite sure. She
That's
tends to
unfortunate.
disappear sometimes.
Well, the governor has agreed to give you 5 minutes of his time. So if you will come with me,
Very well.
and he'll float back in, and the room is. You ever watch DuckTales?
Yes.
Do you ever watch the Ebenezer McScrooge or Scrooge McDuck vault room scene where he just goes swimming in his pool of money?
Yes.
Think that. There's just like this pit of coins, different denominations. Some in mithril, some in gold. There looks like there's American currency, currency from all across the world, and all different types. And it's been leveled out to be a floor, and there's a desk sitting in the middle of it, overlooking a large window out into the city. And there is a high-backed chair facing back, the back of it facing you, And the concierge brings you in. The host brings you in. He bows to the chair, and all of his arms like flap forward. And then, while bowing, just backs out.
Am I gonna have to solo a boss fight or something
Not
here?
Can you?
That's kind of going to be what you have to do. Or it might be something else. You'll just have to see.
I might be able to.
Hey, if I can survive 200 feet. That's unreal.
Interesting.
What was the
Could you roll me a disguise self check, Zach?
I sure can. It's a 21.
21. Okay. So, so far, there's been no movement from the chair. It's your call if you want to walk around to the front of the desk. It is quiet up here. Like there's like this faint sound, like you could almost hear the wind against the window. But like, and you can hear, of course, the coins underneath your feet. What would you like to do?
I guess I will move around. Yeah, I guess I'll move around towards the window.
Okay, move around towards the window, and so that you end up facing the desk. And the desk itself, there's a typewriter in one corner, or there's the keys themselves are like golden and they're like gem encrusted. For the typewriter, there's an inkwell, some parchment paper, and one of those Newton ball
the Newton's
things. Newton cradle, yeah. Obviously made out of gems.
Naturally.
With the gold chains, yeah. It's like there's a level of like draconic like hoarding that's kind of happening here. And as you walk around and you finally kind of get the face of the governor, and there's I don't know if I've conveyed the level of eldritch horror that is implicit in this place well. I like to think that I've implied it pretty decently.
Twisted perception, yeah.
Yeah. The blandest, most aggressively nondescript human face that you could have come up with. As you look, and in a suit is the human face of Dr. Alan Inwood.
What?
The biggest, most charming, polite smile that has ever graced a human face, with all 42 teeth.
Wait. That's the governor looking at you?
That's the governor looking at you. Just this bright, happy smile. Would you care to take a seat? I would love to have a conversation with you. I only have a few minutes, so I prefer not to waste our time.
Very well. Curious form you've taken?
Well, I find that people who don't have the kind of eyes that are necessary for perception, a glamour covering to protect their sanities in order. And I find the people who construct their own fantasies, their own realities, tend to respond best to a mirror of their own construction. I mean, you are an artist of flesh yourself. I feel you should understand this concept.
Yes, I suppose. Now let us get to business. As you've said, you have limited time.
Yes, I have the economics of a city to run. My servant has enumerated a concern that we are interrupting traffic for some of your ships with our city's location.
Yes, that is correct.
And you understand how our interests are conflicting in this point, where you wish for ships to continue to travel safely through our space, but as long as you continue to attempt to send ships through our space, we have more people to stimulate our economy, which benefits us.
Yeah, benefits us. I look around notably at all of the currency on the ground.
And Lucy says, "Oh, I understand the implications of you repeating my choice of pronouns. You are under the impression that I meant us as a collective descriptor, where I mean us as a singular descriptor of the multitude of my entityhood."
Yes, I am aware.
I see.
I was
I would like.
drawing attention to the fact that the only one who seems to be benefiting is yourself.
Yes, that's what I said.
And there is no way to convince you to forsake this location and perhaps this realm?
An interesting point here, and it requires a level of exposition. I'm not sure we have time for it, but I'm also uncertain that there is a chance for meaningful conversation without this level of exposition. I'm going to graze past some larger cosmological implications of temporal iterations and timelines for the time being. And I'm going to discuss to you what is happening under the assumption and implications that this reality that you inhabit and are born in and are from are the only one of consequence. And for your particular opinion, or your particular viewpoints, I almost would assume that it's the only one of value to you currently. There are forces and entities that exist outside of the structured order of the universe. The realms of chaos are the natural state of being for the vast majority of reality, which is entropy and quantum flux on a macro scale.
Are you referring to different planes or simply
No, the
spaces.
planes that you are, the plane, yes and no. The planes and space, as you are aware of them, exist within a single iteration of uh, ordered reality. And between each iteration of reality, there is chaos, raw, untapped, unformed potential. The darkness between worlds, a sea of entropy. Uh, the implications there are that there are other realities, not just similar to the way that there are other planes. Uh, and they encroach on each other as all planes encroach on your prime material plane. And there are some of us who sail the chaos between. We travel iterations and we stake claims. And in this particular one, I am using your iteration as a staging point to fight against another claim holder. Someone from a different iteration who travels the sea of chaos, who wishes to lay claim to this reality. To be fair, there are multiple entities and organizations who are attempting to claim hold on this reality. There's only one that I'm interested in.
And this reality holds particular value?
Strategic more than uh, anything. This time and place, this iteration, is a linchpin for an entire branch of iterations. And a few particular branches and a few branches in particular that are of interest. But this iteration is the splitting point, the
Root?
root. That is an excellent, if incomplete, analogy.
Nexus. Genesis. Hub.
All accurate descriptors. The gate to a branch of unclaimed iterations. So then here comes.
You seek simply material goods? Seems strange to me that one who would travel such strange seas would have such mundane interests.
It is the quandary. There's so much information that is lacking for this conversation. So suffice it to say that there is a psychic and mystical ramification of a concept called the velocity of money. It's a economic principle of, well, not just this iteration, but from iterations like this one, of how when, let's use currency. Say you have 10 pounds. You use 10 pounds to buy fish and chips. The fish and chips merchant uses that 10 pounds to buy gas. The person who sold him that gas uses that 10 pounds to buy his wife some roses. The florist then uses that 10 pounds to buy food again. It's a circle. The money moves, and as long as the money moves, the $10 is worth more than $10. Its velocity creates value. There is a economics interest in that money moving, but there's also a psychological, sociological, and mystical value in that money moving. The transaction happens, the mantle of that money is moved, the concept of wealth is transferred between people and psyches and energy.
So,
And
you seek
I
to
can use
gather
that.
guests to stimulate the economy, as it were, to create this energy.
An artificial replication of a natural phenomenon, yes.
And what is
I am farming economy.
and what is your Bitcoin farming? What is your purpose with this energy? What do you seek to accomplish? Power for its own sake is useless. Power is used to accomplish things.
I wish to defend this iteration from encroaching interests. I wish to use it to purchase power, purchase military might, to bolster my own internal reservoirs of power. I am defined by my mantle.
So you seek power to gain more power.
To in turn gain a better access to a wider branching of economies. Yes.
Well, this conversation has been quite enlightening.
But not as productive as you hoped.
No, but enlightening nonetheless. I'm going to thank you for your time. I'm going to move back away from the window. Does he or it stay in the chair, still facing the window?
Yeah.
Okay. As I walk, which is going to be like a normal slow pace, I'm not, moving full movement speed.
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and take the extract bold strength. I'm going to take the extract enlarged person, and then I'm going to activate my chameleon suit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my feral mutagen.
Look. I'm downstairs a splattered pancake.
You are stable, though.
I am.
You're a stable pancake.
I'm a stable pancake. I'm off the frying pan and into the lobby.
I will make sleight of hands if you want me to.
He's not really paying attention to that, and his treasure sense wouldn't notice that.
Okay.
So yeah, you do all of that.
Oh my gosh.
You
Sweet. Okay. Hold on. I need to write down how many bonuses to strength I'm getting right now, because it's a lot.
Oh my gosh. Oh. You are ridiculous.
I believe enlarged person gives me +2 to strength. Is that right?
I want to say +4. Let me check.
Oh, I wish I was there. Hey Justin, I'm reading my Scald stuff. I'm pretty new to this. So I can go into a raging song, which is what I did. And then it has like a thing for inspired rage. But it says it just says allies. It can inspire his allies. So would that have affected me? Am I an ally? I assumed when I took it that it was for me and others. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been a point to really take inspired rage. Because, you know, when you're like, oh, I rage, like, but I'm reading the logistics and I wanted to be honest.
Alright. Is there a different inspiration that you would rather have taken?
I know, I don't know. I would have had to read up on it. I think it's fine. We can go by what it is. But
Okay.
if so, then I wouldn't have had that extra 5 hit points. And I would have died 1 round before I was stabilized.
Let it lie where it lies.
Okay.
And then we just know going forward.
Okay. Huh, thank you.
So yeah, I see +2 size bonus to strength.
Yes.
And then I need to.
It's the mythic that does +4.
It's the what?
It's the mythic version of the spell that does +4.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so I'm currently getting this is alchemists are so broken. They're such a broken class.
Yes, they are.
Okay. So I
How
currently
much?
have a total of +10 to my strength, a -2 dex, -2 intelligence, and +2 natural armor right now.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent, which brings your strength up to...
28.
You could literally wrestle most of the giants in the book.
Yep.
Whoa.
I also have 2 claws, bite attacks, 2 claws and a bite attack, and I have scent ability. And I'm
Excellent.
going to sneak attack this guy.
Alright, I'm going to have you roll for stealth.
Okay. That's a total of 25 because my chameleon
Total
is
of
active.
25. I will have him roll perception. Which the only reason he can do it is because he has treasure sense and he can... Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Okay.
So despite the fact that he is aware of anything touching his treasure hoard,
Oh my gosh.
as someone would with trimmer sense, He does not feel you coming.
Oh my gosh, that is so creepy.
Okay.
That's creepy.
I guess I'm gonna take a full round attack. I'll start with the bite attack for so with the sneak attack. So that's
You're gonna bite him
yeah.
with your face?
Yeah, I mean, currently, well, one, you're
You're
not
huge,
there, and
yeah.
I also took my mutagen after I activated my chameleon suit, so you don't know what I look like.
No, I don't. I'm just curious of. It's interesting.
Okay, that's a. See, with a 28 strength score, that's a +9 to strength, right? That's a +9 modifier.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I have a. Where's my BAB?
I'm telling you this now, you gotta roll a 10 or higher. Without even worrying about your BAB.
I rolled an 11.
So then you hit.
Okay.
Because he's flat-footed because he doesn't know you're there.
So
Or sorry, he's denied his dexterity because he doesn't know you're there.
So this is a 1d8 plus 9 plus 5d6 for sneak attack.
Yes.
Okay. 1d8. Ooh, 7 plus 9, 16. 20, 26, 32, 36 points of damage with the first attack.
My goodness.
Excellent.
And then I have 2 claw attacks.
Go for it.
A natural 18. And,
That'll hit.
and a 10. So
A 10. That all 3 hit.
okay, and those are just.
Oh my gosh.
Those aren't sneak attacks anymore, so those are d6s. That's another 12 points of damage on one attack and 13 points of damage on the other.
You're kicking us damage. Alright. All of that is noted. You fuck him up. With your bite attack, you do all of those things. With your bite attack, I'm going to have you make me a fortitude check, please.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. That's a 17.
Say 17. Alright, you make it. You feel his thick, viscous blood in your mouth. And there is this second where you feel it like wriggling, like tiny hands crawling on the inside of you, and you feel like if it wasn't for the just sheer number of chemicals raging through your body right now, that there would be something infecting you, a poison of some kind.
Good to know.
Wow. Fun fact, I can come out of my invisibility if I attack something. So, foe.
Good to
So
know.
next time I'm gonna shoot a dart.
I think I was getting ahead of myself. I don't think I would have those 2 claw attacks in addition. I think it's bite or 2 claw attacks.
So your call.
Yay for first time combat with our new
I'm gonna stick with the
characters.
bite attack first because that one has the higher hit die, or the higher damage die.
Fair enough.
So.
Alright, so we'll lose the second 13 then.
Alright.
on damage. Alright. It's his turn then.
He looks just
Let's
like
see.
that.
He did. Definitely did. Do.
Also,
Nope, that's not what I want. There it is.
How much damage did you just do?
I did a lot.
That's awesome.
I did over 50, I think.
Yeah, he's bloodied, technically, if we're using,
The terms.
if we're going to use that term, yeah. So he is going to stand up, and he is going to use his, as a standard action, he's going to use his Betrayal of Riches ability.
Real quick, I do have the ability, because of the chameleon suit, I have the ability to use hide in plain sight like a ranger would, which allows me
Yes,
to make...
I would let you make another hide check, yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That is a natural 19 for a total of 31.
What?
31, alright. Well, I guess he'll look for you using his treasure sense first. Which he does not know where you are. Which means... technically he needs to see you for that.
It's crazy. It's our first
So I guess instead he's going to use his Voracious Greed ability, and he's going to consume 1,000 gold worth of treasure to heal 25 hit points.
Dang, okay.
But that is all he can do this turn. And you are hidden from him.
I'm gonna
So he is denied.
Yeah. I will sneak attack him again.
Go for it.
We'll stick with the claws this time. That's a 10. So, yeah, with bonuses.
It'll hit.
So that would be 6d6 plus 9.
Wow.
And I am rolling...
Why is it 66?
Because so it's 5d6 for the sneak attack, but my claws do 1d6 damage. So it's a 1d6 claw plus 9 plus the 5d6 from the sneak attack. It's 10, 20.
What was that total again?
25.
He's more roguey than a rogue.
34 points of damage on the first attack.
Wow.
And second claw attack, I rolled a 5. I will attempt to hide in plain sight again.
Okay.
Oh, that's messed up. That's a total of 24 for stealth.
24 for stealth. Alright. Let's see if we can finally do anything with his plus 10 to treasure sense.
Oh.
He's got so many useful abilities that fully require him to be able to know where the fuck you are.
What's your stealth bonus right now?
Normally it's only a +2, but the chameleon suit turns it into a +12.
Oh, nice.
And it makes it so I can make stealth checks even though I'm being observed.
Nice.
So even though I don't have anything to hide behind, I can still hide.
Yeah. That is very cool.
Well, fuck it. He can literally only do,
Can't he try to swim?
yeah, he doesn't have a flat.
He can try but there's like a.
What was that?
I think you can try to attack. There's just a percentile like you would probably miss.
The thing is, he doesn't actually know where he is. So he can try, but that percentile is if you know what square they're in and you just can't see them.
Oh.
So he literally doesn't know where he is because he's been invisible the whole time and has avoided his extra-dimensional sense. Fuck it. He is going to use his at-will ability to cast Greater Teleport.
Oh.
And he's going to take himself and some of his treasure down to the lobby.
Okay.
That is the. Actually, wait. That might be too far. I gotta check.
200 feet?
Oh no, 100 miles per caster level. Never mind. He can go wherever the fuck he wants. That's an at-will ability? That seems wait, that's a way too high level spell. Never mind, he can't do that. He's on the prime material plane.
Sucker.
Okay.
Wait.
He's gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
Oh. Maybe he's super strong.
Yeah, he could definitely fuck you up if he knew where you were. Yeah, he's gonna cast Detect Thoughts. Make me a will save to see if it negates.
These are not good. Yeah, it's a 5.
So he, for this round, knows that you are here. He just doesn't know where you are.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this would have been so fun for little Michellangelo.
I'll keep sneak attacking him.
Cool. He knows that you are here. He just doesn't know where you are at the moment. So he is still flat denied his dexterity.
Okay, first roll was a 3, unfortunately. Second is a 12. I don't know. Do I lose the sneak attack because the first hit doesn't land?
No. So sneak attack, as long as he's denied his dexterity, it just happens once per turn.
Okay, cool. So one of them hits. Total of 10, 16, 17, 22, 31 points of slashing damage from a claw attack. And I will hide in plain sight again.
Fantastic.
That's a 25.
How the fuck does he not have... He can see perfectly in darkness, but can he see through invisibility? No.
Upon his plans.
Fuck.
Unintentionally.
What was that total for your hide again?
25.
If this guy gets away...
25.
Oh!
You got to be shitting me.
I unintentionally was perfectly equipped for this fight.
Oh my gosh.
God, shitting me.
Justin, I'm so sorry that I am solo killing your boss.
I honestly am so proud and frustrated at the same time.
Oh man.
Excellent. He's going to cast Suggestion. So you're going to need to make a will save, and he's going to say, wouldn't it just be much more profitable for all of us if you would just stand still?
That's a great one. He should have used that first.
I don't know if I want to... okay. I say it wasn't. 7. Man, my will save sucks.
Oh no. You have to stay still.
Good to know. Which means you don't have a good wisdom score.
I mean, what alchemist does? Let's be honest.
This is an excellent point. So you're gonna stay there. I believe.
He said stay there.
Stand still?
Doesn't
No,
mean I
wasn't it
can't
stand?
attack him.
I think it was stand still.
Stand still, but
Sure. Stand still. So you have to stay still. But yeah, you can fully still attack him. You just
Without moving?
just won't move out of my spot.
can't leave your space.
How long does that last for?
A round, I think.
He cast that at 11 hours. With his caster level, that lasts for 11 hours.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Wait, but you get to make checks every round against it, or that's D&D?
I don't
know.
It does not. It
Stuck
says.
for 11 hours.
Or until he's dead.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's broken when he's dead.
Yes. No. 1 hour until completed. And the. Yeah, that sounds super unlikely in a combat situation for you not to get a will save. So I'm going to say you do get that at the end of each turn. Because otherwise, that just kind of sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it's your
You
ruling.
could look it up, but yeah. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that'd be kind of fun to have you stand still for 11 hours.
I would probably get destroyed by him, though, is the thing.
Yeah, it's rough when he can actually hit you.
Especially since
so
I'm by myself, and I think the only thing keeping me alive right now is the fact that he doesn't know where I am. It was suggestion. It was suggestion.
Yeah. So I am going to see if I can find you again. Actually, wait, no. It's your turn. I've done what I can do. It is your turn.
Yeah, 1 hour per level or completed.
You do your
He's
turn.
got caster level 11.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, what?
That's unfortunate. This is a really bad fight to be doing by myself. Alright.
He's doing really good. I mean, he doesn't got a ton of hit points. He's scary and dangerous, but he's not a sponge. I will give you that. He is for sure bloodied still.
Yeah.
Because he's been trying to be able to hit you instead of using his healing.
Well, it helps because he's been getting sneak attacked every round.
So Justin's suggestion,
Also valid.
suggestion is the spell would end if the task is complete.
But he didn't. He said hold still, which is I don't think has a specific completion to it. It's
just stands.
Yeah. So one claw attack hits. I rolled a 15. The other was a nice. 5 or something like that. Ooh, not so good on the damage for this one.
That's awesome.
10, 15, 18. 27 points of damage on this one.
All right.
And despite being stationary, I will hide in plain sight. Oh, that's not good. That's a 14.
Just in your moment.
This is doable.
Oh, man.
He looks for you. Alright, then there's the question. Do you have any items, technological or magical, in any of your item slots?
I do. Yeah.
Which ones?
Well, I'm wearing the chameleon suit. And
Okay, so I would...
that's that and the other thing that we talked about, but those are the only two things that I'm wearing.
Oh, that's right.
But that's,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know if you want to count that as wearing, but yeah.
I don't think... no, that wouldn't work for this effect. So I'm going to instead use his Scourge of Avarice, and he's going to pull his hand through his pile of coins, and he's going to turn 1,000 gold pieces of worth of money into a flail, and he's going to hit you twice with it.
Okay.
Cool guy. This guy's awesome.
We'll see how strong he is. I have Heka armor right now.
It's 2 attacks.
Okay. That one definitely hits. That one will also hit. Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, neither of them are crits. He crits on a 17 or above.
What?
But you are invisible, which means I need to look up what that percentile that he just misses anyways.
I think it might be 50%, but I'm not sure.
I want to say that is correct.
That's the number that comes to the top of my mind, but I don't know.
This is freaking scary.
I am pretty confident that you are right.
I could really use you right now.
Yep, 50%. So, I'm going to roll 2 D100s, or D100 twice. If he gets 51, or if he gets 51 or above, he hits you. If he gets 1 to 50, he misses you. This is for the first one. He misses you. And he misses you.
Oh,
He swings his flail of gold coins and cash and jewelry, and each time, like, you are stuck where you're at, but you manage to pull out of the way, despite the fact that you are literally the size of an ogre.
Oh my gosh.
And that ends his turn.
Maybe he's aiming like right at you, and it's like between your legs because you're so tall that it's like, you know, he's like aiming for your chest, but there's nothing there. 'Cause you're so tall now.
Let's see. I've used 1 second level extract and 2 first level extracts so far.
Why don't you make Leo like lick him?
Leo doesn't do. Leo is not a combat familiar. Leo is strictly a RP familiar. He's only there for role playing. He doesn't really do very much.
He's adorable. How's Michellangelo doing downstairs?
I'm gonna try something. I really hope this works.
She is stable and being treated by a very nice man.
That's nice.
I am. Oh boy. this is gonna be funny. I can. It's extract effects are similar to magical effects. They can end. I can end them early, right? Or no?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Shoot, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to. Oh, I hope this works. I'm going to mix an extract, drink it, and then I'm going to spit a tanglefoot bag at him using the adhesive spittle extract, and he needs to make a reflex save.
Alrighty, I'll make that for you. Does the 19
Okay, a 19 succeeds, but it says reflex partial, but it doesn't say.
It's 'cause partial damage.
Well, it doesn't do any damage.
So click on the tanglefoot because it's like the tanglefoot bag.
Okay, it can only. All right. Even though it's successful, it can only move at half speed. It can only move at half
Okay.
speed. Yeah, and that persists for 2d4 rounds.
Get him, babe.
7 rounds. The spot where he's standing has a tanglefoot bag that is there.
Okay. You doing anything else?
That was my standard action. I'm going to hide in plain sight.
All right.
That is, gosh, dang it, a 15. Now I'm rolling awful for it.
The tides are turning.
Uh-huh. Oh.
So close.
So who does
All
the
right,
tie
well,
go
then,
to?
in
Him or
that
me?
case, I believe the tie goes to him because it's
Yeah,
meet or
yeah,
beat.
it
You
would go to
basically
him.
you set the DC by hiding,
Yeah.
and then you meet or beat what.
Dang it. Okay.
In that case, he's gonna use his Scourge of Avarice to hit you, hopefully twice. No.
That's a no.
Oh.
That one hits. Or
Oh,
has the
sorry.
potential to
That
hit.
one's 5 lower
23.
because that one should be a plus 12.
Oh.
So that should be a 23.
A 23 will still just barely hit. Unfortunately.
All right. Let's see if he actually hits, though.
Ha.
He does not.
Oh, him hanging
Wow.
on. Oh my god.
He hasn't even touched you.
Yeah, hey, I don't have very many hit points. I have to rely on my armor class, so this is some pretty nerve-wracking stuff.
All right. He's gonna try and move, I guess, 15 feet away from you with his 30-foot movement, which technically provokes an attack of opportunity because he's moving out of your space.
Yeah. I rolled a 6. Ah! Plus 9 plus other stuff. Plus whatever my BAB is, which I can't find for some reason.
It's like in the middle.
It's buried in
right there.
Oh, plus 3. So a plus 12. So a total of 18.
This misses.
Dang it.
It is a 19. Technically higher because you're at roughly, but I would argue that he
denied his dexterity because you're invisible, even if roughly where you're at.
All right. Did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Okay.
So you got to roll a 7 or higher to hit him.
Oh, do I need to be making will saves against the suggestion? Is that what you?
If you would like to be, yes.
I would like to be, but it's up to you. You're the GM.
Yes, I would say that you, because you are in a combat situation and he is attempting to hurt you, and the spell specifically states that he can't suggest things that are directly harmful to you, that it'll allow you to have a will save even though you normally wouldn't.
Okay, that's a 14.
DC is 18.
Yeah, it is very unlikely that I am going to succeed against
It
that.
could happen. He hasn't hit you yet, so it could happen.
It's true. Okay, and it's my turn now?
It is your turn, yes. And he is 15 feet away from
Okay.
You should.
Okay, I'm going to make an extract. I'm going to take an extract, use my last, or no, use another second level extract, and use fire breath,
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
which is a 15-foot cone of fire. The first cone I can breathe fire at will as a standard action 3 times. And the first one will deal 4d6 damage. He needs to make a reflex save.
All right.
That's really good damage.
Okay. So he's not going to even make the reflex save here, for a couple reasons. One, I feel like he's not going to be able to make it with foot bag, anyways. Two, he's immune to fire.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. This is what does happen because you do burn away his mask of deception, because
Yeah.
that's technically a piece of clothing.
I
So the creepy Doppler form of Dr. Inwood disappears, and bursting from it as he gets pushed back into his believe nope, he's medium, so he's still slightly bigger than you. Completely covered, like his flesh is made out of gold, with gemstones studded in him, horns. It's like if someone was like, I want you to make me a statue of a devil, but I want you to make it as Elton John as possible.
as much sparkle as you can fit onto a statue.
As this gilded
Fantastic.
devil is shunted in his true form, which I would like to point out that the description for a gilded devil actively says they are rarely ever seen outside, in their natural form outside of heaven. So you were one of very few people who has ever seen a gilded devil in its natural form on the prime material plane.
Wow.
Aren't I lucky?
Hopefully you get to live
Just
to tell the tale.
absolutely great. He's going to attempt to locate you, unless you have to roll for stealth if you would like to, and
yes.
roll to end your suggestion.
25 for stealth, 3
Okay.
for will save.
Aww.
Okay, you are still in the same spot. He's going to attempt to find you. He does not know where you are.
Wow. Oh man, that's such a good ability
That-
too.
Still can't see you for that. Fuck, literally nothing worth doing. So he's going to absorb another 1,000 gold with his voracious greed, and he's going to heal some of the cracks and heal himself for another 25 hit points,
It's not good.
which just barely puts him at half health.
He's at half health?
He's at 45 hit points.
This is not good.
You almost killed him.
This is really not good. I am not a ranged fighter.
It's okay, neither is he. He has exactly one ranged attack, and he fully needs to see you to use it.
Well, okay. All right.
Like it actively says, someone you can see, or he can see.
Oh, man.
So good.
This chameleon suit is doing work right now. I'm so glad I chose this over something else.
And it hasn't been a minute yet, so you only will have used one charge.
Yeah,
So good.
yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay, well, am I only making the will saves at the end of my turn?
Yes, you're making it the.
Okay,
Can you improve your will?
no. No, I cannot. And I've used 1, 2, 3 first level. Oh, I'm running out of extracts.
Wait. He never moved back from the last time he attacked you. He's technically in your melee range.
Is he still? I thought you
Yeah,
said he moved
'cause-
away, and that's why I used
15
fire.
feet.
Yeah.
Nope, you're right. He did move away because I didn't use the Scourge of Avarice after he moved. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just think of all the stuff we'll be able to buy with all of this gold if you make it out of here.
If is good. Oh, man. What do I do in this situation? You know what? So far, Leo is so slow that this fight would be so far over before
Throw
Leo could get
him
anywhere.
Out the window
That would kill him.
with your strength. But then someone would know what was going on.
I don't feel like I need that. Okay. I think what I'm going to do... Obviously, I don't know that he only has one ranged attack, or Dr. Inwood doesn't know that. But he has only been attacking up close. So... let's go...
You haven't been touched at all.
I haven't, but that's really just by luck. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use my first level extract and cast shield on myself.
Nice.
And
Gives you time.
I guess I'll keep hiding in plain sight. Or I guess I'm still hidden right now.
All right.
Do you need me to make another one?
Yeah, you've technically not done anything. You've not broken hide, so
Okay.
it's still the 25.
And then for the will save, Dang it! It is cocked, but it's a 19. It's cocked though. It's an 18.
Yay!
You are free to move.
Yeah, finally. All right.
All right, you're still in that spot for until the start of your next turn.
Yep.
He is going to take his 15 feet of movement to get up to you.
Is he moving back into the
because-
space of the adhesive spittle though?
Oh, is it not? Is it stationary? I thought it was just like
It's
he was cast while it was on him.
it's stationary, but it says that his speed is still half. So I think basically it's because it's not a tanglefoot bag. So I think it's
an
like
effect. Okay.
adhesive, so he's half speed even though it's failed. But or I don't know if that only applies while he's in the space. I'm not sure. It wasn't clear.
You made it shoes.
I would say because you are large and he's got a rough understanding of that now, based through his detect thoughts that he has going on you. I think he'll move up 15 feet, but he'll move to the side of where the tanglefoot bag was, just so he can avoid dealing with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And he will make 2 attacks with his Scourge of Avarice.
Miss. And miss. Yes, the
Wow.
shield came in handy.
What's your AC?
My AC currently is 25.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Shield bumped it up another
Which-
4 from 21. So
How'd you bought those items?
well,
Yeah,
that's
that is what he can do with this turn.
okay.
Get him! 45 damage!
I will.
Do it!
I will sneak attack him with a claw. That's a 4 for the first attack, and a 7. Awesome.
No!
7 technically hits.
Does it?
With your bonuses, 17 will hit his AC.
Okay.
7 or 17?
Oh, it's 7
Because
plus
he's
12.
denied
It's a
his
19.
ridiculous dexterity bonus. Because you're invisible.
Awesome. Okay, so 1 does hit. That's. I just need 1 to hit. I just need to be able to hit land the sneak attack. That's all I need. Okay, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 23, 32 points of damage.
32 points of damage.
Hide
He
in
is
plain sight.
Officially down.
He's down?
Well, no, he's officially down
Oh.
to 55 points.
Below half, I
think
think.
12.
He's at 12 hit points.
Okay. Dang it, if I had landed
Mhm,
both of
mhm.
them. For hide in plain sight, I got a 27.
He can't run away from you, though.
Okay.
Wow. Let's see.
I'm going to do that. He does not want to die. Dude.
It absolutely does. This is freaking intense. Oh my gosh.
You can have one of mine.
That is too high of a spell, damn it. All of his good spells are too high.
Oh no.
What's going on?
I'm just annoyed because all of his good spells are too high of level for him to use while he's on Earth.
His spells are too high for this plane. Oh crap! So if we went to a different plane, he could destroy us?
Oh, yeah, he's got some terrifying shit that would fuck you up. Or if he could see you. If he can see you, he's got shit that does ability damage.
Oh, okay, that would be bad.
Wow. Good call. And the chameleon suit.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's definitely paid for itself.
You're the only one, besides maybe Marcus, who could have survived this whole thing. If you're going to survive it. Because my vanishing trick would have sent me to ground zero.
Yeah.
The lobby. I I would have literally done that on my first turn. I would have been like, let's see what happens. Maybe there's some people in this room.
Okay.
Her intelligence is
I think then in that case he is going. Fuck it, he's gonna be reckless. I gotta be reckless. I can't. He's gonna see if he can see you, or figure out where you are.
I had a 27. This is painful for me as a player. I'm like overjoyed, but as someone who's also a GM, like I know what it feels like to have this happen, and it doesn't feel good.
Okay. Well, in that case, he is going to. He's gonna cast suggestion again.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Because he can just do that at will. And he's gonna telepathically, because he knows where you are with the check thoughts, and he's got telepathy. And he's gonna say, I think that we are at an impasse. And our most productive course forward would be for you to leave. And I need you to make a will save.
Pray for me. It's an 8.
Okay, you think that leaving is an excellent option.
0.
Oh. That's a good option. It's a great option.
And that'll end his turn.
Okay. How open to interpretation is that suggestion?
He technically did not give you a time frame for leaving, so you have 11 hours to leave. And he also technically did not specify how far you needed to leave from him. So I would argue that leaving his presence, like possibly leaving the room, it would also consider having completed that task.
So I have 11 hours to leave the room that he's in.
Yeah. 11 hours to leave.
Do I... So I guess I'm trying to understand, is this suggestion like, hey, wouldn't it be great if instead of fighting me, you were to leave? Or is it like, hey, wouldn't it be great for you to leave, but not connected to the conflict that we have going on here? I'm trying to figure out...
I think his implication is connect, hey, leave, let's not fight. He fully just doesn't want his manifestation on the material plane to die. Just because that's a painful and humiliating process.
Okay. I guess I will spend my turn leaving the room.
Okay. He's gonna let you leave. Mostly because he doesn't know where you are.
Is there a door, or is this the same kind of like curtain or open archway kind of
thing? Same, just a curtain. It's just a curtain or open archway.
Okay. I'm going to open the curtain, but I'm going to leave it open, if that's an option.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. That's my turn.
Did you go through?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I could do hide in plain
Alright,
sight, but I don't think he would even be able to see me at this point.
You are technically not on treasure, yeah. He's going to use his turn to heal another 25 hit points, bringing up to 38.
Okay.
And I think that'll be... He'll start walking over towards his desk.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
I'm gonna head back in.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
He's within 30 feet of you, so you're fine. Or 40 feet, sorry, because you're enlarged.
Yeah.
So you have a 40-foot movement speed.
Do you need me to sneak or stealth again?
Yes, please.
That's unnatural 20.
Okay. I will roll just to see if he's... Nope.
Aww. Totally oblivious.
All right, sneak attack. First hit with a claw is a natural 19. I don't think I critical on 19 with natural attacks, natural weapons.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, no, it's not, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. That's a lot of sixes. 18, 20, 27 plus 9 is 36 points of damage for the first
He's at
attack.
2 hit points.
It's a 2 hit points attack.
And I moved, so I don't get a full round attack. So that's
talk to him.
That's my one attack. Hide in plain sight.
Yeah, you hit him and you just...
27.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
27
He'll
hide in plain sight.
turn around. He'll look for you.
This guy's
And with the inability to see you, and he really does not want this form to drop, so he'll continue to reinforce it. And he'll take another 1,000 gold worth to heal 25 hit points.
Okay. I don't know if that provoked. I would assume it doesn't.
It does not. It literally just the gold and wealth is like gets drawn to him and just gets absorbed into his body.
Oh, that's so cool. It's his food source.
More like his body.
Yeah.
His literal what
That
he's
is
made of.
so cool. This guy's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Same old, same old. 14 plus 12, 26 to hit.
It hits.
That's 12, 18, 27 points of damage. Which I think is exactly enough to drop to 0.
Yeah, that is correct. So, in the infamous method of critical roll, how would you like to do this?
Yeah! Single-handedly!
So I imagine like it's his body is made of coin and mint and currency and like bullion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for like a fissure or a crack in his body, and Claw's just gonna plunge in there and just rip out whatever I can grab. Just fistful of gold and whatnot. Just rip out.
Yeah. So you reach in, and I'd say probably there's an instinctual part of you as a doctor and as a vivisectionist in to go for the vital organs. This is like that appeals to the bestial nature of your form that you're in right now. And you just claws in, and you rip out a calcified geode of a heart. Crystals growing on it, gold veins connecting the cracks and the fissures as it pumps out the life energy of this creature. And he falls and he turns to coin. Now let me see. I don't believe he has any death throws ability. He does not. Which means that he leaves you in a pit of unknown wealth. On a and I think that is where we are going to do it for today. I
Yeah.
meant to
Oh my
leave
gosh.
about 45 minutes ago.
Oh.
I still have some things I need to do.
Okay.
Well, crap.
Oh
But
my.
I would like. So awesome! I would like to point out he has abilities that he could do strength, D4 strength damage, D4 dex damage. He can just permanently blind you if you fail a save. You can do charisma damage. He can half your speed for 24 hours. He can just stun you and make you unable to breathe for a round. And that's in addition to the 3d6 damage this ability does total.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, that is insane.
And you never
Because you
got
can
touched.
literally turn your own wealth against you.
But but he would have to be able to see me. That's the one.
That's the one. He needs to be able to see it.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
That guy's cool. We don't even know his name.
He's
The governor. The governor.
Nope. It's the governor, but no name. I will give you this because odds are you've interacted with devils, and this will come up eventually. Fiends and like other like energy state beings, like celestials, fiends, those kind of things. They have their true manifestation, like their energy form, that is like on hell, and then they have like the manifestation when they're on Earth. And unless they're like totally like fully manifested, like Parthenax was, they come back from hell. They'll reform and rebuild in hell.
You just made an enemy.
yeah. Well, as long as I don't go to his plane where he can cast full level spells, I should be okay.
Mm-hmm. Though, to be fair, his full level spells, none of them are. Most of them are like illusion and mobility stuff. They're not. I don't think he's got a. He doesn't have a single damaging spell, but he's got his betrayal of riches ability, which is just nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Especially since most adventurers have a lot of treasure on them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dang, that would be a nasty thing to meet when you. Oh no.
Uh-huh. Are just accidentally 100% prepared for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
no
good.
kidding. Like, unintentionally perfectly prepared for this fight.
Wow. Yeah, you're the right one to be too. I mean, I would have dropped through the floor. Round
That
one.
is
I would have.
so...
I would have done that.
I was perfectly prepared and you were perfectly, like, unprepared.
Just
the setting was, like,
oh crap.
the worst for you. Oh, man.
That's crazy.
That might be the craziest fight I've ever had.
That's very cool.
All right.
Thank you, Justin.
Not
I
bad for
sincerely apologize for what my character just did to your boss.
It's okay. I picked and found the stats for my boss about 2 minutes before I logged in. So
Awesome.
Nice.
So cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, thank you very much. That was awesome.
Thank you.
you are very welcome.
Do Sundays work?
You guys
for
have a fun rest of your day.
Yeah.
It depends on the Sunday.
Okay.
I'm not sure about next weekend, but I will let you guys know.
All right.
Sweet.
See ya. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now to end it.
You need to go to OBS.